Back when I was in high school, I used to play a lot of sports. Two of my favorite were volleyball and soccer. Unfortunately, I couldn't get into the soccer team, but the volleyball team welcomed me with open arms. I was super excited because I was going to play at the highest level, I was going to make new friends, and I was going to interact with older students. In essence, my status was going to dramatically increase. Most of the guys in the team were very easy to get along with, but there was this guy called Carlos who always complained, always discouraged others, and always teased and bullied almost everyone in the team. And guess who were his favorite victims? The young guys. And guess who was the youngest of all that year? Me. He was insanely annoying and I desperately wanted him to stop bothering me. But what I really wanted was to feel respected. Everyone else in the team told me to stop caring about him and that he was the same way with everyone. But the thing is that I couldn't stop caring. Everything he said to me deeply bothered and hurt me. One day, I was having lunch at school with the girl I liked. Out of nowhere, Carlos appears and tells me something along the lines of, "Hey Fernando, don't eat that pizza, you'll gain more weight and you won't be able to jump." I thought, this is it, I have to do something about this douchebag. I realized that ignoring him was not working for me and that if I kept doing the same thing, I would end up feeling worse about myself. Later that week, my family got together and I discussed this issue with my uncle. He told me that ignoring people doesn't work if you don't have your self-esteem in order. He told me that the best way to deal with Carlos was to redefine my concept of self-esteem. My uncle told me that the mistake I was making was that all my self-esteem came from the outside. That's why I felt bad about myself when someone said something negative about me. Here's when I realized that ignoring toxic people is useless unless you know why you are ignoring them. My uncle told me that the way to stop caring about toxic people was by being honest with myself and defining the things that really mattered to me. This meant that I needed to rely on my own validation instead of whatever validation I got from others. This was a simple two-step process. First, at that time, I decided that I wanted to care about my physique, my grades, and getting a girlfriend. Second, I needed to be congruent and take the necessary actions to take care of my body, obtaining good grades, and getting a girlfriend. Interestingly, the more actions I took that were congruent with the things that I really valued, the less I cared about the opinions of others. And this also applied to Carlos. He noticed that his words didn't bother me and he stopped teasing me as much as he did before. But the best thing was that I felt good about myself and I was proud of the things I was doing. Even though Carlos was not a pleasant person to be around, relying on my own validation helped me to deal with him more effectively and over time to stop caring about him. When it comes to toxic people, you want to ideally avoid them and remove them completely from your life. This is the obvious way to deal with them and it's the thing that almost everyone recommends. But here's the problem. You will not always be able to ignore, avoid, or remove toxic people from your life. Sometimes, the most toxic people in your life are unavoidable. They could be a coworker, your boss, or a family member. In these situations, it might be useful to stand up for yourself, but it could create conflict and most people aren't good at handling it. Just think about starting a fight with your boss. It might not be the best thing for you if you need the money from your job to pay the bills. The reason why toxic people affect you so much is because you are used to valuing the opinions of others above your own. That's why the best way to deal with toxic people is to get most of your feelings of self-worth according to your own standards. It's only when you prioritize your self-perception over others' perception of you that you will be completely free from the influence of toxic people. Let me ask you a question. Would you like to stop caring about toxic people? Well, I have a gift for you. I've been listening to an audiobook called When to Walk Away by Gary Thomas. In this audiobook, Gary teaches how to handle toxic relationships, how to stop feeling under attack, and how to grow your inner strength. If you're currently struggling with toxic people in your life, then this audiobook is perfect for you. You can get a free copy of this audiobook by signing up to your Audible Premium Plus free trial with the link in the description. You will also get access to exclusive podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness programs, and to their Audible Originals collections. Make sure to grab your free audiobook by signing up to your Audible Premium Plus free trial with the link in the description of this video.